Hi. This is my first live stream. I'm in some of my nicest clothes, just hanging out here. I'm currently enjoying this. It's a nice flag background, all that. I am now live. So I'm just here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Ah, Uncle Sam. Hi, Uncle Sam. Yes, he's a good guy. How are you? Okay, he might not be here. Hello there. I'm very, very glad that I have begun. Okay, what's this? I am Free Voshenor. Yes, this is how I pronounce Voshenor. Nervin Voshenor. Jer uch sprecht. Wil gewoon zien. I am I'm currently hanging out, and yes, I forgot to put. Thank you. It's not really a collection. If you want to see my actual flag collection, I have some of them over here. For example, this is the flag of Slovakia, I think. This is the flag of, getting it out. This is the flag of Somalia. Oh wait, I meant Sweden. No, I am totally not in Russian mafia. I am not in Russian mafia. Thing is, though, am I? Where am I? No. This is the flag of Belarus. Got that here. Unfortunately, the flag, this is Germany. Unfortunately, the flag shop closed. It is somewhat interesting, though. It was a very nice flag shop, but it closed a couple years ago. I don't have a neoskin flag. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish I did. Fuck Ukraine for betraying and oppressing the neoskin people. And also, from what I see, Russia's not necessarily a good country to them either. Speaking of, yeah, I even have this English flag. The English flag that I got is actually unique because, I know someone who's Hungarian. My stepdad has a Hungarian father, and he's a very, very, very super Hungarian. Unfortunately, he left. He had to deal with the Soviet occupation of Hungary, and it's pretty interesting and terrible just how the Soviets dishonored him and kind of blamed him for being bitter, if he was. But thing is, he's not. Oh, look at this! The flag of a country that does not exist! No, I do not own custom flags. I wish I knew how to get custom flags, but I guess that a flag of a mythical country right here, country that does not exist, is good flag. Jerusalem. Yes, one of the best anthems of a fictional country. And yes, I can sing a different song for you. Here, I'm gonna look up the lyrics to it. I used to memorize. I used to know the lyrics. Du holder Kunst, in wie viel grauen Stunden, wo mich des Lebens wilder Kreis umstrickt, hast du mein Herz so warmer Lebenswunden, hast mich in einer besseren Welt entrückt, in einer besseren Welt entrückt. I do not know the Irish anthem. I know the anthem of a lot of countries. I can sing the melody of various anthems. Tato Romeo lives in Japan. And no, it's not Imperium Romanum. He's Japanese. He's super Japanese nationalist. I recommended him on YouTube. He's very, 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 very weird beliefs. Weird beliefs, such as, of course, 1, Korea sucks. 2, China sucks. Okay, 2 is not weird. 3, Russia sucks. Of course, Thorak Akbar. Thorak Akbar Telenvar. Unfortunately, I cannot sing other songs because A, I'm loud, and B, there are other people in my house that are sleeping. So I just disturbed them. Okay. Yeah. My favorite anthem. I think that my favorite anthem, it has to be the anthem of, it's a very, very difficult choice. I really like the anthem of North Korea. North Korea, they are outdoing the United States in the music department. All that. Some other good anthems are Japan, which is the world's shortest anthem. Yeah, that's a beautiful anthem. That's Japan. Yes, I love the Star Spangled Banner. That's what I was about to mention next. I am an American. I really like that. The Dr. Terminator Show commented, I thought me catching my breath was the shortest anthem. No, it's the anthem of Japan. No, it could be. Another great anthem is, Star Spangled Banner. Of course, the Russian national anthem, I think, is overrated. Yes, I saw that. And worst of all, it doesn't have any variety. If you want an anthem to be long, make it, wow, Anglo-Zanzibar War. How long was the Anglo-Zanzibar War? That's interesting. I'm guessing if it's the British Empire against Zanzibar, it would take like 2 minutes. 30 minutes. Same thing. I mean, the British Empire versus the United States, we would win in 2 minutes. No, we probably wouldn't win in 2 minutes, but we would win in the end. The war was 38 minutes long. Waar we nog gesprecht juist. Sherwen stoveren al jechels. Sherwen stoveren al jechels. No, just kidding. Yes, I do though. Thorak Sve. Thorak Akbar. Thorak Volts. Insha Thorak. Mash Thorak. Yeah, all that. I love. I'm really interested in religions, in religion itself. I'm subscribed to the Tumblr House. Check him out. He's a good guy. He is a Catholic, and he talks about Catholicism. He's the guy that made me a monarchist, but I'm not monarchist for the same reason he is. He's a monarchist because he's Catholic, and he describes it. He can describe it himself. I'm a monarchist because kings. Oh, attempt to speak Mandarin. Did you know that I can count to 100 in Mandarin? 一、二、三、四、五、六、七、八、九、十、11、12、13、14、15、16、17、18、19、20、21、22、23、24、25、26、27、28、29、30。I think it could. I think it might be something like a. Is that correct? Yes. Roman Empire. In my opinion, the Roman Empire brought good to the world, but I also think that one of the things that it destroyed was a lot of classical civilization. You know, at least China was expanding into nations that were not necessarily great contributors to civilization. But at the same time, to be fair, China historically was the most hypocritical country. They were an empire. They invaded and subjugated people. They established colonies. They called themselves the center of the world. But when another nation did that, thoughts on modern Iran versus Iran, Marza Portugal. Sorry. The Shah of Iran is one of the monarchs that I do not like. From my understanding, the United States basically took over Iran. They established a bad regime. They took it over completely. They invaded it, and not good. They were not good towards Iran. But at the same time, modern Iran isn't necessarily better than the other Iran, and I'm opposed to theocracy of any kind, unless the theocracy is going to allow. Oh, Baathism. My thoughts on Baathism. I do not. Well, from what I can see, it is Arab supremacy. The Romans carried the classical civilization. True, but at the same time, they murdered Carthage. They did. And I'm curious about the source of of saying that Carthage had human sacrifice. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But at the same time, I don't think that Rome was. Says the. Oh, by the way, I have a story related to it. I have a story related to Julius Caesar, how I got it. long time ago, I had some sort of dream about me. Not a dream, but I was meditating, and it was a guided meditation that would show past lives. And I had a dream, and I had a dream of Julius Caesar. Turns out that that dream is absolute bullshit, because someone who knows Latin told me the Latin was improper Latin. Et gratium potum. Latin didn't have the sh sound. But still, I named myself Julius Caesar. It's part of a running gag. And also because why not? I'm a fan of Julius. The Shah of Iran was way better. I don't think that secret police is justified. It's like this, lesser of two evils. You have Trump, who's a complete jackass. He's a complete idiot. Thoughts on Hezbollah? Here's a message towards Hezbollah. A simple gesture with my finger. This is dedicated towards Hezbollah. This. But at the same time, I don't really appreciate Israel. At least the Islamic countries that hate us, openly hate us. At least Carthago delenda est, they deserved it for the Punic War. It was just some sort of competition related to the Mediterranean. Rome wanted to subjugate Carthage. It was a war over a city-state that I think it was a protectorate of Carthage. Could have been Rome. But yeah, I don't think that they deserved it at all. Hi. I am currently live streaming because I just figured it out. I just figured out the ability to live stream, and hola, c'est Luke, banzai, banzai. How are you? Sweet. So now we have 4. Привет, Yulas Kazar. Hello, Banzai. Yes, the Uncle Sam guy. He is a nice guy. He has an interesting channel. He does put anthems and all that. But he's a good guy. Banzai. Check it out. Yeah. The Uncle's. Yes. The Uncle Sam dude is America. Secret police was needed for the stability of the state. Would you appreciate someone taking you from your home and doing all sorts of terrible torture? I wouldn't. Iran was much better, in my opinion, as a constitutional monarchy than as an absolute one, which is surprising for me to say because of my ideology. But Iran, under Mohammad Mossadegh, he had freedom of religion. He was, a good leader. And then we had a dude who just became Britain's and America's, yeah. So I don't really think that was the case. And plus, in my opinion, the United States. Oh yes, Voshener. It's a nation that's it's a fictional nation. It's the history of Voshener. What I created is basically it spent 400 years as Voshener is not real, but it's fiction. It is it's a very fictional religion. But the story is that the Koreans, the Japanese oppressed it for 400 years. They fought with Koreans very valiantly against Japan during World War II. They were promised land to call their own. That was one of the stipulations of the peace treaty. They were not given it, mainly due to Korea. And that's kind of their history. It's a very interesting history. I would perform here. I would, do all sorts of amazing piano and violin and all that. Well, not violin because I can't play it, but it's late and people are sleeping. If I'm, lol. Yes, lol, funny. Lol equals violin. Violin is a beautiful instrument. Eugene Fodor is a badass. Eugene Fodor. America all the way. Yes, America all the way. America. Which is the better part about America? This is a question for Uncle Sam. Which is better about America? Oil or cheeseburgers? In my opinion, the United States was both. Did Thorak reveal to Sir John as a warning of the impending? In the lore, Sir John, a group of his followers went east to Asia. They moved to China. They went on an unprecedented journey. They traveled through Islamic lands and into China. That was one. And two, a group of them moved west to form Wolcadia. So yeah, Voshener exists. And Sir John himself chose the one that moved west. But the ones that moved east, they became Voshener. Okay. There's already one mic. Okay. I'm sharing. Yeah, Vosheners are. Should I mention anything? Should I talk about something? Do you have any more questions for me? Or Neoskia and the best way to troll a liberal is to tell him or her, most likely her, because it's doubtful if you can call them hymns. But yeah, the most way to troll a fake liberal is to tell them thoughts on the Nigerian Empire. Here, I'm giving something. It's like so like this. Russian flag here. Bosnia versus Serbia. Who wins? I like them. I say Bosnia and Serbia gang up against the Croats because the Croats are Catholics. And I don't think that anyone in this live stream is Catholic or likes Catholics, for that matter. I know that Catholics are to a level of pettiness where they forbid Bach in their church services. My dad can tell you that this is another flag, the flag of Japan. JC, yes, JC playing it safe. Jesus Christ playing it safe. I think that if Christianity is true, the religion, if I was a Christian, I would be an Orthodox Christian, because my grandfather's Orthodox, He's a very good grandfather, and he's a good person. He intends. I'm looking for it. It's a flag. Ah, found it finally. Flag of Finland. If you want to talk about the Finnish-Nigerian Empire, I already have one of the parts. And your friend got baptized just in case. Well, I don't blame him. But from what I've heard, baptism doesn't do anything unless you mean it. That's from what I heard. Your friend got baptized just in case. Well, that's interesting. And I don't blame him. There are 30,000 denominations. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm not Christian, is that there are so many denominations to every religion. Every religion has all these different denominations, and all these denominations claim they're right, and all of them claim they had a personal experience with God. How come 30,000 separate beliefs? 30,000 of them. That's one of the reasons why I'm not a Christian. And of course, every single denomination says, mine is right and yours is wrong. And I'm like, well, why do those other denominations exist? I can understand religions that are not Christian, such as Islam and Hinduism and all that. They could just be corruptions of other beliefs. But if you're claiming to have a personal relationship with God, everyone guessed the flag. Okay, let me try to guess. Okay, okay. Thoughts on the Democrat Party minus the liberals? Well, first of all, yeah, minus the liberals, it's all liberal. A lot of people like to say that the Democrat, Fiji, I didn't see the flag that you showed. I didn't see that flag. Can anyone guess what this flag is? Yeah. I don't think I know what the flag of Fiji is, so I doubt I would guess it. Yes, you're right. And of course, this is the flag of the rightful. Oh, the Moons. Yeah, they were a terrible cult thing. It's basically, and the way they functioned, the way that they were successful is because they talked to the Republicans, and they're like, "Hey, Republicans, yeah, we like you, cool." And the Republicans ate it, and that's what they're doing with and that's what the Republicans, that's what everyone is doing with Falun Gong nowadays. Don't go to Shen Yun dances. There's no such thing as traditional Chinese dance. No, absolutely no such thing. And oh yeah, they are horrible. And guess what? We have to say that they're okay. We have to say it because I don't trust the Chinese. Look at, but I do own a flag of the owner, the real China. This is the flag of the real China people. This is also the flag of the country that is the rightful owner of Hong Kong, despite all the people complaining. And of course, just three. Lots of people say, well, it's just Hong Kong, and Hong Kong, they deserve rights. Yeah, fuck most governments in the world. This is the last flag that I got in the flag. Oh yeah, that's what Falun Gong does. This is the last flag that I got. I got it at Disney World last year. It's a pirate flag, so um, ahoy, mateys! Yeah, ahoy! I say, you know, if you want to be ahoy, matey. Well, here's another flag that I have. This is the flag of a nation that is not the true successor to Rome, Italy. Just notice, does Czechia use ahoy despite being nowhere near? Oh, why do they? I don't know. They might be. It might be a greeting in Czech. Here's a possible theory. It might be a greeting in Czech that, you know, some sort of settler could say, "Oh, it's ahoy! Yeah, ahoy!" Yeah, that's interesting. I heard something. I found the most hilarious. Um, it it never used to be nearby water as well, so I couldn't really say that that's the case. Um, yeah. Is there? Yeah, I decided to live stream because why not? I think it's a good idea. Um, do I pray to Rule Britannia? Britannia never rules the waves, and Britons never, ever, ever, ever shall be slaves. Do I pray to rule Britannia? No, I do not pray to rule Britannia or anything of the sorts. Thoughts on wars? Let me. Boris Johnson is just like Trump. Boris Johnson is really just Trump #2. And, Donald Trump, I'm not really the biggest fan of him because he betrayed. He should get off of his ass and start doing something. That will make me earn. That will earn me. That will, earn him my respect. Same thing with Boris Johnson. I'm not 100% sure on the current dealings related to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, but yeah, I'm guessing they're more peaceful. Thoughts on the Proud Boys? What are the Proud Boys? I have no idea. Here, let me look them up. You could also mention who they are. Proud Boys. I am a Western chauvinist, and I refuse to apologize for creating the modern world. It's the largest fraternal, and it seems that they even have an anthem. Let's play. Already does not sound good. Oh, group started. Well, you're fighting BLM. BLM, Black Lives Matter, they're harassing my uncle. So, yeah, no thanks. I really do not. Oh God. '80s action movies, they have better soundtrack than that. I say, you know, if you want to take a look at some of the best movies, I have watched Rambo. Have you ever seen Rambo? Um, I've watched Karate Kid. That was some Nordic metal on crack. Metal, you know, if music is a drug, metal is crack. I think that I'm not necessarily much of a fan of metal. I think that it's just metal. And the reason is, I've seen a lot of. It's just not my thing. Is if you want to start a metal band, fine. Oh, it was crack. Yep, that was some Nordic metal on crack. Atomwaffen is nuts. What is Atomwaffen? I'm guessing. Let me play. I do not believe that you're going to like this. I'm going to cleanse ourselves with Bach after this. Atomwaffen. What is the atom?
You guys know about this from stories we reported last night. They call themselves the Atomwaffen Division, German
Atomwaffen.
for atomic weapons. Although the Seattle FBI isn't talking about this case, agents have clearly been watching.
Well, let's see. Okay, here, let's see. Apparently, you know, they're saying they're neo-Nazis. They also praise Tоварищ Stalin. Tоварищ Stalin. Here. You really want Stalin? I bet you're not. It sounds like the Atomwaffen. It sounds like a German metal band, like a German metal band. Oh my god! I don't even know what drugs they're on. Considering Satanism and Islam are two different things. Yeah, they're two different things. No, Christianity is a denomination of Thorax faith. Islam is a denomination of Thorax faith. Buddhism is a denomination of Thorax faith. Confucianism is a denomination of Thorax faith. They're just heresies that need to be eliminated for Almighty Thorak. Yeah. We must cancel Yaroslav. Why? Why should we cancel Yaroslav? He's a good emperor. He is a good emperor. He led Wolkadia. Yeah. Yaroslav is a... He's... Oh, I'm offended. Oh, my God. Here. I am playing some of the music that I like. Bach, Brandenburg Concerto 5, third movement. Really? They... Oh, no. No, it could be. Let's see. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, it's not number 5, it's number 6. He is very tanzagophobic. Well, Bach is too. Such a crime. He was very Tanzania-phobic. Yeah, of course, everyone can, you know, the whole nature, oh, that's Islamophobic, oh, that's homophobic. I think that 95% of the stuff that people are saying is Islamophobic. Free Finno Nigeria. But I think that a lot of the stuff that people are saying is Islamophobic. Is it really? I don't think so. You know, Islam, oh, Christ, if you want to go to people like Muhammad Hijab, which there's an actual Muslim whose name is Muhammad Hijab. I'd rather he be Catholic. Imagine a Catholic baptized as Muhammad Hijab. Imagine if he became the Pope. What name would he choose? Gabriel, that's what. No, Gabriel. The way the Muslims talk. Yeah. Muhammad Hijab. I really wonder what his religion. Oh, it's Thorax faith. Thorax faith better than Tanzeg. Oh, well, Kadia is very Thorakian. 60% Thorakian, 20% Christian, 5% Islam. Rest follow other religions like Shintoism, all that. Yeah, Thorax faith is best religion altogether. Yeah. Let's play. Thoughts on Andrew Yang? Well, I created this one skit. Let me read it. Andrew Yang giving people $1,000 a month. Trump did it. Andrew Yang got what he wanted. That's what I say. Yeah. He may be a good candidate. He may not be. Let's just see how time progresses. I found something that is cancel Yang for being a secret white male. I love it. Do it. Do it. Tweet it. Say it. It'll get liberals. Oh, better idea. Cancel Joe Biden for cultural appropriation. Well, he's a cultural appropriator and he's a pedophile, but I'm gonna still vote for him. That's pretty much gonna be what every liberal says. You know, I love Biden. He's totally innocent. You know, the thing is, I do not like Biden. He is a confirmed pedophile. Okay, listen. He is a confirmed pedophile. There's photos, there's video evidence of him molesting kids, which, let's just say, molesting kids is not fun. It's not a good idea. Thoughts on Mike Pence? Man, I really hope that Donald Trump gets impeached on his second term, because they're going to have to deal with Mike Pence. You know, what are they going to do? Impeach Mike Pence? You know, the thing is, that's hinging on if Trump's going to have a second term, or if there will be another election, because of the way the world's gone. I saw this one skit, you know, oh, September's going to be fine. September. And it shows, like, the world ending. The thing is, I have something interesting to say about this. I found something interesting. could go. It is a COVID conspiracy. So if you're not interested in that, whatever. I say, I really hope that the conspiracy theorists are wrong. I really hope that it's an actual pandemic, because if it's not, well, we're fucked. Okay. Thoughts on Ben Shapiro? You know, my dad will tell you how good of a violinist that Ben Shapiro is. I showed my dad. You know, I showed my dad Ben Shapiro, but I can impersonate him. My wife is a doctor. Yeah, not really the best impersonation. Should I play any other music? And if I do, what music should it be? I could also sing something very softly. Yeah, not so great. Yeah, he's a bad violinist. Play. Okay. Oh God, is this 90s Yugoslav war music? Think about it that I like. I don't really like it. I don't really like 90s Yugoslav music. The thing that I like about it is because it's so bad, it's good. It masters at being terrible, but great at the same time. Here is, let me pronounce it. Ujico Kolo. It is a Serbian/Bosnian folk song. Yeah. Better than I thought it would be. Just a folk song. It's a polka. You know, songs can be like Bloodsport. Bloodsport. It's the movie that Bloodsport's that movie about dukes, or it could be called Bloodbath or something else. About Van Damme. I really like that movie. Thing is, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's good. Yugoslav war music is the 90s equivalent of Bloodsport. It's very. This is not Yugoslav war music though that I'm playing. It is. We have to admit, at least it's not that one Croat song with the dude that can't stop screaming. Oh, like metal, like rock. I mean, well, I've heard some of the stuff. It's just, let's just say, yet. Yeah, so bad it's good. All that. This is not so bad it's good. I think that it has its own charm. All that. So bad it's good. Yeah. It gets old. Yeah. It's music. Yeah. Do I think that Lukashenko will lose power? I mean, thing is, I want to like Lukashenko. I really do. I want to like him. But the thing is, I realize that he's not necessarily completely good at either. I do not know if I'm allowed to share links in our chat, but Yeah, live stream, of course. Lukashenko literally walks around protesters with an AK strapped to his chest. Yeah. No, now I like it. I wish Trump would do that with those BLM bucks here. Would be, do it. I say Trump and a couple of Serbians, specifically Serbians, should go out to the BLM protests singing Yugoslav. Like, I don't know what music that Trump would play. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Trump is a Serb, and he will protect us. Bosna. Here's. I like it. Trump is a Serb, and he will protect us. Serb. Yeah, Donald Trump. Safet Isovic. Oh, yeah. Zemljo moja neorana, setir ljeta ne sijam. Why was it killed off? Did some... They called the manager on it. They called the manager. I want to speak to your manager. Yeah, they called him. They called it. Yeah. Serbia strong. Because the Christchurch shooter played it during the shootings. Yes, I know it's dumb. Really? Are you serious? Wow. I heard that someone actually rigged some sort of thing related to the whole George Floyd protests with Serbia strong. I don't care what side he's on. That guy's a badass. But I don't think that. Here, you saw that too. Sweet. Here's another good. Any other? Someone should go to London and blast. Here, okay, I'll play it. My Little Armalite. Let's hear. I say they should. I was stopped by the soldier. He said, "You are a swine." He hit me with his rifle and he kicked me in the groin. I begged God and admitted all my hard work lies. But on the table, and the Lord be the Lord. Like man is down in the wrong side. It's going to be climbing. The IRA has the worst song titles in the entire world. Don't know why, but I'm bursting out laughing. Yeah, the IRA has the worst song titles. They have a song. It's against a fundamentally racist country. That's against a fundamentally racist thing, the British Empire. But it's called Come Out Ye Blacks and Tans. Yeah, I don't come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife. I say that they should play that song in the next BLM protest. Kinky Boots is the best name for any song, as we all know. Yes. Yeah. For a song like that, it's the best name. It is. Oh my God. Man from the. Okay, here's another thing. Uh, Come out ye black and tans. Any other songs? Okay. 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 Well, here's something. Trump says that we could have a vaccine for the coronavirus. Oh, Putin, Tato Romeo song. Okay, Tato Romeo. Let's see this. Start it over. Putin. Putin, Putin, Putin. Putin, 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 Putin. Yeah, Tato Romeo. He is Tato a troll? I have zero idea. I have no idea if Tato is a troll. Tato is a very, very but the thing is, you know, Tato Romeo, he makes songs that are, he makes, haha. Tato could definitely be a troll. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he is actually a Korean who hates Japan. But the thing is, though, I have proof that, I at least have proof that he could, I don't know. If you look at, there's one of the songs, videos, Lai Dai, the song of Lai Dai Han. Let's play it. Best troll ever. Basically, what that song is talking about is a massacre that South Korea committed in Vietnam. You know, Korea committed a terrible massacre in Vietnam, killed a bunch of people. You know, the whole Vietnam War is terrible. I know someone, well, I knew someone, he's dead now. He's a Vietnam vet, and he said that the Vietnam people of Vietnam were better off under communism than under the United States. Signing off. Say Luke. Say Luke. Yeah, the people of Vietnam. Vietnam is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. It has all sorts of amazing and wonderful traditions, and how it has been treated. You know, the South Korean dictator Syngman Rhee was his name, at least I think, during the 60s was even worse than Kim Il-sung. Yes, that is true. South Korea used to be a terrible dictatorship, and now they're a terrible dictatorship under the control of BTS. Which, by the way, if you've never seen the video that is called BTS against Backstreet Boys, BTS versus Backstreet Boys, oh my God, you are missing out. Here I'm inviting more people. Yeah, because what happened? Yeah, the South Korean dictator Syngman Rhee was even worse. From what I can say, from what I know about the whole Dokdo Takashima dispute, I think that Japan should have it because Korea is turning it into a symbol of hate. I have talked to a Korean before, and the Korean basically said that the Hiroshima bombings, they did not kill enough Japanese people. They just didn't, according to the Korean person that I know, which is ridiculous, obnoxious, and flat out racist. That's all it is. And am I in favor of the Hiroshima bombings? Oh, hell no. No, hell no. But do I think it was justified? I do, sort of. But I mean, the United States, I support the Japanese Empire myself, minus the Nanking Massacre in the late 1930s. Thing is, though, yeah, I think that Japan gets bad rap around the world. And did they deserve it somewhat? Yeah. But the thing is, hate on, Japan, they did do terrible atrocities. So did Japan was imperialistic in the past, but China was imperialist. You could say that China's imperialist now. You could say that South Korea is imperialist or something. Yeah. Korea historically was imperialist as well. They were. Thoughts on Assad? This is my thought. This basically describes my thoughts on Assad. Yes, this is my thoughts on Bashar al-Assad. I'm a fan of Bashar al-Assad. In my opinion, I think that what Assad did, the chemical attacks, first of all, I do not fully believe that Assad did the chemical attacks. And the thing is, you want to criticize Assad. Assad's fine with being friends with our country, with the United States. Assad is fine with that, from what I can tell. Assad just wants us to, the Syrian revolution, the Arab Spring, was both a great thing. Assad is also pretty neutral to Israel. Yeah, thing is, I do not like Israel. I think that, and well, you can say that the bombing of the United States Embassy was in the 60s. Yeah, it was in the late 50s and early 60s. It was in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, but they gave that little bitch a medal. They gave that little bitch a medal. The little spy that fucking bombed our embassy. They gave him a medal. How's that right? and we still trust him. We don't hear any Israeli apology. At least the countries that hate us, at least they openly hate us. I'd rather have a country that's in the Middle East that openly hates the United States, that openly hates America, than a country that is using us for their own benefit. And that's what I think that Israel is doing. So, yeah, I think that Israel should at least be given a smackdown by a United States president. They should be forced to apologize publicly, internationally, for their attack against the United States Embassy. I say, as long as Israel did that, who's to say that they didn't do other things that other people claimed for, that other people claimed credit? Yeah. So I don't really believe anything that. Um, Thoughts on the Israel-UAE deal? What is the Israel-UAE deal? That's interesting. I'd like to hear what it is, because politics to me is interesting. What is the Israel? Okay. Arab artists boycott UAE after Israel deal. Oh, the UAE agreed last month to establish full diplomatic ties with Israel as a broker deal, making yeah, peace in the Middle East. Good job to both of them. Good job to both of them. Even more Arab states, yeah. I fully support peace with Israel. I 100% support a peace deal and a peace agreement with Israel. That's just, yeah. Israel and the United Arab Emirates signing peace, great peace. Let's just hope that Hamas gets their shit. Oh, 100%. I think that Hamas, what they need to do is they need to say, hey, we're Palestine. We need to be a state. We need to be a nation. They love Palestine. You like Palestine. Actually fucking like Palestine. Run Palestine. I will support an Islamic nation within Palestine. Because even if they hate us, at least they openly do. At least they say, hey, we hate the United States. As opposed to, oh, we love America. Attacking our ships and giving the men that did that, yeah, they are burning their own land. Thing is, though, yeah, they are. It's really saddening. It's really, yeah. Birds poop on the Kaaba. I read that birds are pooping on the Kaaba. I hope they don't land any Muslim in the Hajj. That would be, it's crowded. The Saudis. I'm just, as a Jew, I would support a Palestinian state under a good government and not under a lying fat ass like Abbas or radical Hamas. As someone who's against Israel, someone who recognizes Palestine. Yeah, I don't want Hamas. I don't want that. I want an actual nation. I want a Palestinian state. But the thing is, it is war is tragic. Disputes are tragic, and Israel, they have done many tragic things. Um, but yeah, it's that. The United States puts Iran on the Human Rights Council. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allah, Allah. It's almost like Muslim chants. You know those Muslim chants. Allahu Akbar, Allah, 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 10 out of 10. Would stone my wife again. Yeah, you know. Yeah. How old is that poster? I have zero idea how old it is. I have no idea what it is. I saw Zaire's. Yeah, old. Fucking old. I bet that they have the flag. I do not know. I saw the flag of Montenegro. Do I own a Ushanka? An Ushanka? No, I do not own a Ushanka. I own this. I own. Of course, because every atheist needs one, you know, just to fit in with all the other atheists. How you become an atheist is someone puts this on you, and all of a sudden, God doesn't exist. It's all like science and stuff. I mean, but the thing is, yeah, I have a question. Have you heard of a channel that is known as Awaken with JP? You may think he is a conspiracy theorist now, but he only really dove into them once he was censored. I have not. Check him out. He does a lot of parody videos about that. And the way my school is handling the lockdown, handling the whole coronavirus, I think it's a travesty. Because there are already people in the school. So the way the school handled it at first, at July, they basically said, A, you can opt to go to online school. You can opt to go school by Zoom. Amazing. Yay, do it, do it. B, you can have you can have separate classes. You can, the students that are not doing it online, they will alternate. One day online, one day in school. One day online, one day in school. And that's great. A couple of weeks ago, somebody got the coronavirus. Zoom is horrible. They get hacked like every 4 seconds. Thankfully, my Zooms were never hacked, but you know, even after my school had a member with the coronavirus, they still were online all the time. And you know, I have not witnessed Zoom getting hacked. Have you witnessed Zoom getting hacked? Rook. I use, oh, thank Allah thing. I use Zoom. Yep, but my Zoom is rarely hacked. I wonder why. Dun dun dun. My school might be people that are acting. Do I support what the end? Ah, yes. And because there are only the two of us here, here, I'm going to invite other people. Okay. Okay, question. Here, I'll type it in the chat. Yeah. Invite them. I am. Oh, okay. I'll invite someone. Yeah. By the way, my next class starts at 10. So here, Adam C. Well, I know the person. Let's just hope he is online. Over Seamus. Yes, that is my name. Do not like comrade. Gentlemen, the animals, old news like 70. Okay. Ah, like send them the link to the. I mean, if I send them the link to the Zoom video to the live chat so they can join in. I'm, either that or just. No one else online. I know other people that are online, but I don't think they would join the Zoom chat. Should do a Discord call stream with with Uncle Sam, me, Seamus, etc. Possibly. The only problem that I have with it is my mic doesn't work. Other than that, I'm sure. Why not? Uh, oh, yes, 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 yes. Do I own headphones? I have a habit of breaking headphones. All the headphones that I ever owned are broken. I have very, very bad luck with breaking headphones. I don't know why. Usually stuff is fine, but it's headphone breaks. One day no, I'm not kidding. One day I was just walking outside. All this, and I was hanging out. During January weekends, during the weekends before the coronavirus, I used to go on walks all the time. Like sometimes I would walk, I'd go outside at like 10 a.m. and not be home until like 9 p.m. Those were amazing. And the thing is, I would go to some of the best places, and oh my God, those were amazing. Those walks were amazing. I would be staring at the sunset, watching the sunset from a perfect place by scooters. Oh my God, they looked amazing. Oh my God, yes. Sadly, the whole coronavirus thing is, I always had a feeling that something would come like that. Bro, why does the amazing atheist look like he is is an atheist biker gang Lamau? Lamau, lol, lol, Lamau, lol, Lamau, lol, lol. He definitely looks like he's an atheist biker gang. Feeling that Mark some share a previous Valencia. Shed Abrin in Holland State. Could have been love. Closest thing it would be Julius Caesar. You know, people like to say I'm LARPing. Thing is, though, there's a reason why people LARP. It's because people find certain. The world would be a much worse place. You know, they like to say, "Oh, that's a LARPer," "Oh, that's a LARPer." It's some sort of insult. I say, it's fine. Do what you want. You know, can I? Oh God, no. I'll check. I'll check. What is the name? Oh, Lango and blah blah blah. No. Niet. Niet. I'll check. But can you say Afghanistan Irlands, Afghanistan Irlands, can you say Afghanistan Irlands, Afghanistan Irlands in Yars, which is of Greater Afghanistan, and I did the live pronunciation challenge. Thing is, though, you can challenge me to pronounce foreign languages. I was born with a visual impairment, but I was also born with a good ear. Because I have a musical father. My dad is an amazing guy. He is responsible for my musical talent. If he didn't exist, what the fuck I would be doing? I bet I might still be interested in languages. Oh, okay. What language is that? Okay. Neoskin. Pris Gandit Alos Yeraish. Prisaganita los stierreich. Yeah, it's, you know, I can read the Cyrillic alphabet, which is good, I guess. Oh my God, yeah, it's Neoskin. Neoskia is a very interesting country. Neoskia, Kang, Zar, Duchbar. Oh, Duchbarg. So here, let me guess what this is. Neoskia is not a douchebag country. Possibly wrong, but it could mean something like that. Yes, Neoskia is not a douchebag country. Guess this. Volgaflons erven seluchjarst ja thorach. Vashu hero ochshinna. Volcaria is Thorakian. Volgaflons erven seluchjarst ja thorach. Volgaflons, Volcaria, erven is seluchjarst is blessed. You know, seluk is blessing. Seluchjarst. Ja thorach. Ja is, it generally means something like to or by. It has a lot of meanings, but in this case, the meaning is by. Thorach. Thorak. Volgaflands Evin Seluchias Torach. Torschen. Possibly wrong, but possibly right. Tonic our charm. Tonic our char. I'm guessing it's Tanzeg related. Rishvain Ver. Rishvain. Am I correct in the matter? I'm still continuing the live stream. I'm just letting my eyes rest. Visually, I need glasses to be able to see when I'm focused. Okay. No, it is Villigarian. Niet nerven Villigarlanzin. Okay. No, it is Villigarian. Okay, then it. Okay, what language should you do next? Maybe. Okay. Here's a challenge. Yes. Wait. No. Tell me a specific belief of one of your religions, and I want to see which religion is it. Is it Bashikism or Tanzig? You shall behead a baby if they do not have naturally grown feet. Tanzig, possibly. Although Tanzig seems to be a better belief system than Bashikism. Tanzig. Yeah, it's no longer a better. I mean, the thing is, Bashikism, what I can tell, they believe in this one guy named Sheikh Mandor. That's how I pronounce it. I don't know how it is actually pronounced as, but Nervin Chronon Trenius, Nervin Chrononch Ren Hun Sheikhman. Shah Mandor. Oh, Shah Mandor. Shah Mandor. Mador. Okay, so Shah Mandor. Shah Mandor. He did not intend to weaken this lovely live stream with that. Yeah, Shah Mandor. Jim Ken Gan. Jim Ken Gan. Sounds like Tanzig. So you are a goat. No, I'm not. I'm a reptilian, you see. Yes, I am a reptilian from the planet of Prawn, coming to tell the racist Nazis on Earth. Laerer. It's Tulsian. Oui? Ooh, nice. By the way, Au spelled is Vulcadian for okay or yeah. it's generally considered to be a very informal phrase. A lot of the phrases in Vulcanian are from English. It's a very English-influenced language. But, for example, gnonstren is to know. Every verb in Vulcanian ends with ren. You know, share gnonstren. I might do a live stream where I teach Vulcanian to people. Might see that and might see how good that is. Yeah. Ton beto so. Ton beto so. Ton ton betoso. Betoso. Ton yeah. Ton betosa. I'm guessing it is Limosi or a language like it. Most A's, yes. I'm thinking that the Limosi Empire could have possibly been the Ottoman Empire in our world. And they prevented a lot of the conversion of Africans to Islam, although, again, there are some Africans that did convert to Islam. Bashikism is batshit insane. Is batshit insane. Now call it batshit. Sounds funnier. Batshit insane. I can guess that Bashikism was. I know that Bashikism is against, could be against Thoric's faith. Oh yeah, true. True. What is really? You must eat a sinner if they are hungry. Oh wow. Christians are much more civilized. Instead of eating them, they will throw them into eternal torment and pain. Yeah, I mean the thing is, Christianity. I can see why you're Christian. It's, I respect it. It's a beautiful religion, just like all other religions. Every religion is half badass and half wonderful, and half like this country. Oh no. Thoric's faith does not have a hell. They have Chethan, which everyone, even the greatest human being, will be sent to. It's where they face their demons, their inner demons. They confront them, and they find their inner peace. They find acceptance. And that happens when they die. There will be first a place to rest, to prepare for Chethan, and then they will go into Chethan. And they face their inner demons. Yes, I know that Tanzeg praises Genghis Khan. Chethan. When it comes to Chethan, every follower of Thorak will according to Chethan, You face your inner demons, you confront them, you find peace. The thing is that everyone's going to be sent there, but inner demons could also be, they could either be meant to help you or to force you to apologize. If you did something bad, if you lied, you're going to face that inner demon. Everyone lies. Everyone lies. So you can be in there for a bit. But the thing is that, say, inconsequential lies and stuff like that, that's going to last, I don't know, 2 minutes. But your larger bad deeds that defined who you were, Chaythan is purification. Kawa, Bashta, Duzma, Introduct. That is my introduction. That is, yes, cows. I miss. Oh, this. Here, let me send this to you. It's a very funny video. You should watch this after the live stream, of course. Yes, I know. I know that. I once created an idea for a nation that's essentially, well, I didn't make it. My grandfather came up with it. Um, that's essentially Orthodox Christians migrate to Australia and a while back, and they, establish a Thracian, well, and not Thracian, Orthodox theocracy to conquer all of Australia. Thorax faith itself is not batshit insane. It is here. But Thorax faith itself is not batshit crazy. It's a religion. Followers of it believe, they call it das relchos och adrenstiath, which means the religion of growth, because it's not bent on subservience, it's not bent on weakness. It's like Buddhism in a way. But the crazier thing is that it's Aboriginal. It's not Aboriginal, Abrahamic. Thorax faith, it's related to Christianity. Jesus is mentioned in the Book of Histories, and he plays a significant role. And the belief of Thracians is that Jesus was a wizard that went batshit insane, but due to his insanity, got batshit insane, was trapped in the desert, and eventually did some badass shit. That's the belief of Jesus on Thorax faith. So they believe in miracles. They believe in Christ's resurrection. Is there a God of Thorax faith? Really? No. Sort of. They believe that there are chirithi, or spirits, athenuli, that have escaped stuff, and they manifest themselves in the clouds. They call them manifestations sylphs. So, and it's pretty much every god that has ever existed. Zeus, well, that people have ever worshipped. So Zeus, he's up there in the clouds. You can talk to him. That's the belief. And now, what is Thorax actual faith? I just came up with the name Thorax Faith, but it's the name Faith. It represents faith in a specific principle, faith in a specific way of life, faith that there is an unknown, faith that there is a spirituality, and every follower of Thorak knows this: religion is not confined to a Sunday. And this is, by the way, one of the last flags that I have. It's the Hungarian flag. Unfortunately, it got broken. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how it got broken. Neoskin flag. No, and yet I wish I had one. I wish I had one. Yeah. Yeah. With I'm not going to get to bed, but I'm considering ending. Okay. Funny story about Neoski's name. What is its name? What is the funny story? Funny story. Churai Larenyast. There, I'm packing the flags and I'm putting them up. Hey, Tavarish, did Ukraine get to you? Oh, okay. You came up with it while playing some mobile games is my username, and some dude said in the chat, "Bro, it sounds like my Belarusian grandfather." Nice. It's very interesting. I love every country in the world. The world is blessed to have many countries. They say it's a thing about the Tower of Babel. It's a person. No, it isn't. You go from the United States to Poland to Rome to China to Mexico to North Korea. Different countries, they have all sorts of different experiences, which is why I both adore and hate globalism. You know, I can take a 15-minute. I really wonder what Vulcanian's name means. It was not named after myself. It was not named after my father. It was not named after my grandfather, my dead grandfather, that I never got to see. It was not named after my any. It was named after Sir John Wolcott, not Sir John Wolcott, an actual ancestor of mine. I know it for a fact, and he beat a king in chess and was knighted and by the king afterwards. So that's how I came up with the character of Sir John Wolcott. He's not the actual Sir John Wolcott. In real life, Sir John Wolcott was born in 1347 or something like that. But in fiction, Sir John Wolcott. I wonder how Sir John. I wonder. I have no idea. I can guess that he was a knight, and he lived in the Middle Ages, and he was a Christian. So. I doubt that he'd like Wolcadian, but the thing is, Wolcha von Zin, soms een gewoon Island zin, on Holland zin, Jersers vrecht. I created a 10 system of Akkadian, and I kind of like it. Before then, Akkadian had 2 tenses. Now Akkadia has 6 of them. There's the perfect tense, and then there's the basic tense, and then there's the more complicated. I don't know what to call them. There's one tense in which present tense means I go, future tense means I will go, past tense I went. There's more complicated tense that's I am going, I have gone to, and I will be going to, sort of thing like that. But I'm thinking about possibly making Cholon is real edit. Yes, Israel. The Cholon Jews, they're fucking batshit crazy. Because first of all, they believe that no one else is Jewish. No one else. Only the Cholon Jews. Thing is, they're right. They're right with that because they are the only ones that have not been ethnically mixed with other races. But oy vey, that's basically Cholon. Yeah, you know, oy vey, goyim, oy vey. Cholon Jews, they believe that they speak the real Hebrew, and they are the most Jewish of all the Jews. Thing is that they are the only ones because they have not been influenced by non-Jews, but they have been influenced somewhat by other Jews. They have been influenced by Thoric's faith. They believe that. So in Thoric's faith, there's a cosmic conflict between the 2 halves of Zon. One of the halves, I don't know the name yet. I don't know what to call him, but he's the good Zon. He created life, nature, everything that's good. Another half is the bad half of Zon, and the bad half of Zon does have a name, and that name is Alderan. Alderan seeks to use Zon to essentially corrupt, and he creates these beings that are known as archons, archon, in modern Volcadian, archon in old Volcadian, and archons, they are evil beings that lack create. Where ven dash un es aftren, where ven dash unach es aftrenjes dash za zonzen dash zonzen ja za I volkafon zin and even for SC with Volkafons. So a long time ago, I began to create Volcadian, and it was I remember how I first started making it, and I looked at multiple conspiracy theory channels that, you know, they're saying that English is a language that is filled with subliminal messages. One such as, you are weak in the week because you are weakened in the weekend. Which is interesting. But, you know, I made a joke about that. It's really, you know, but I wanted to create a language that had no subliminal messaging. And I began to create a couple of words, a couple of basic words, and I came up with a story about that. And yeah, I called it Volcadian. The story of Volcadia, how I came up with Volcadia, is somewhat different. Um, a long time ago, it's a very, 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 very long story, but I can tell it. So a long, long time ago, before I can remember, I was with my dad, and he was going to some sort of orchestral performance. But I was, there, and I, questioned, why do clocks go like in a certain direction? And Dad said, clocks go backwards in Tiktakia. I was like, Tiktakia? Tiktakia. And so that's how I came up with Volcadia, Tiktakia. And I created a whole cosmos of that. There was the good Tiktakia versus the bad Abeka. And I named the and it was filled with all sorts of Christian symbolism. But the thing is, I didn't care because I was like in second grade and kindergarten when I came up with that. But then in third grade, I learned about, well, I don't even remember the particular grade, but it's a long, long time ago. I learned about Sir John Wolcott, and I came up with an idea for a country that's known as Wolcottia, which the idea of it be, it is an ideal world. It is the best type of country that's ever been before. And so I moved from third grade to fourth, as I got older, I created another world known as Zanzibar. And Zanzibar is interesting because I created a whole um, cosmology, different countries, all that. And I was interested, oh my God, Zanzibar is such a beautiful place. And I borrowed a lot of the ideas from Zanzibar onto Wolcadia. I borrowed a lot of the ideas from Zanzibar to Wolcadia. And Zanzibar's, you know, I should point this. Who knows? Maybe the world will end before there's next census. Who knows? But when I created Zanzibar, I put a lot of stuff in the cosmology, and I created this whole fantasy religion and all that. Meanwhile, when I was moving on to Volcadia from Zanzibar, I did a lot of stuff, and all the sorts of cosmology and stuff. I edited it so it could be a real world religion. I simplified it by a lot. I made it like an Abrahamic, an Iron Age, uh, an Axial Age religion. And another thing about Thoric's faith um, is that, well, how I created the Volcadian languages, I started eventually putting stuff from Thoric's faith into the Volcadian language. I named, and even then, for example, the Volcadian that I made a long time ago is not the same thing as the Wolcadian I'm speaking now. For example, there's a word in Wolcadian which is spelled and pronounced ist or isterst that used to mean the verb to be, and today it means there's no word for it. And today the word for to be is vain. And vain is somewhat different. Along my very first nation was Vastrasia, some huge-ass continent who fought a war against Europe and became a continent by literal. Oh, hey, we were all dumb second graders. We were all dumb back then. And the thing is, that's good, because you don't need to be smart when you're of that age. It's good, again, it's good to be dumb when you're of that age, because it's an innocence to it. And yeah, with candles and blades. Thing is that we all laugh at ourselves, but don't laugh at the second grader that comes up with Vastrasia. Don't. And you named the leader after my dog. After your dog. Oh, I love dogs, and I love cats. Oh my god. Francis! Yeah. Thing is, you don't laugh at the second grader that makes up Vastrasia. You don't. No one ought to. I don't laugh at the second grader that creates Vastrasia. The goal is to support people that are of that age and let their creativity flourish. And if it doesn't for some reason, because, you know, yeah. My first nation was Slobovia. Back then, I thought that Egypt was a party inside of a pyramid. Oh god, I had stupid beliefs like that too. But I did mention that Volcadia, Egypt, is a very sacred place in Thorax faith. The pyramids and the Library of Alexandria. Aishiftos erven dash Zio Yaver. Egypt is the real Zion. And they believe that Zion, you know, spell Zion backwards. What do you get? A misspelled version of noise. But yeah, it's kind of funny, but Zion, you know, yeah, I like that name. I like the idea of that nation. Volcadia itself is heavily influenced by Slavic people, mostly Russians. Although, if you go in the Rocky Mountains, I definitely know what program you are using. I know it. I know what program you were using. Oh, the current, yeah. The story of the flag, of Volcadia's flag, is actually in that class. Don't worry, we're all stupid. Math sucks anyways. No, I'm not a big fan of math. Yeah, well, anyways, we can definitely continue talking, but their language is a mix. Uh, interesting, but anyways, we've been talking for 2 hours right now, so I can continue to talk, but I'm calling it quits with the live stream. Um, anyways, thank you. Av, av, avrensk unach nacht veltiarst. Have a beautiful night. Julius Caesar getting stabbed by Brutus.